Hello, YouTube. This is Dr. Ronald W. Satz, founder and chair of the International Society of Unified Science and president of TransPower Corporation, a commercial and custom software manufacturing and certified systems engineering company. I work as a systems and mechanical engineer and as a theoretical physicist. Today, as usual with my screencasts, I'll be discussing the reciprocal system of theory versus conventional theory. Two topics today. Topic 1 deals with stars spiraling into the galaxy core, that's the Milky Way galaxy core. And topic 2 is the Earth's magnetic field has been found to be much older than previously thought. So let's start with the first topic, stars spiraling into the galaxy core. Go to the Science Daily article. As usual, Science Daily is a great source for the current research news, but it's biased toward conventional theory, of course. This is from New Mexico State University. Researchers have created a new map of the Milky Way that shows nearly a third of the stars have dramatically changed their orbits. Now, isn't that fascinating? So there's the diagram right there. A single frame from an animation shows how stellar orbits in the Milky Way can change. It shows two pairs of stars marked as red and blue, in which each pair started in the same orbit, and then one star in the pair changed orbits. Star marked as red has completed its move into a new orbit, while the star marked in blue is still moving. So let's see what else is in this article of any interest here. I'm scrolling down, They say the chemical information comes from spectra, which are detailed measurements of how much light the star gives off at different wavelengths. And so spectra shows prominent lines that correspond to elements and compounds. Astronomers can tell what a star is made of by reading these spectral lines. Well, they can tell what the atmosphere of the star is made out of. You can't see into the core. And let's see if there's anything else. It doesn't really say too much out. Too much else, rather. When the team looked at the pattern of element abundances in detail, they found that much of the data could be explained by a model in which stars migrate radially, moving closer or farther from the galactic center with time. Well, they should be generally moving radially closer to the galactic center. These random in and out motions referred to as migration, which are likely caused by irregular galactic disk. Well, no, that isn't correct. Let's go back and see what the reciprocal system has to say about this. These observations are in perfect accord with my paper, Motion of the Sun in the Milky Way Galaxy. So let's just take a quick look at that paper here. And I'll just come down. Motion of the Sun in the Milky Way Galaxy. And basically, I say that Kepler's laws do not apply here. These stars are not orbiting the center. So those astrophysicists who attempt to do so who attempt to use Kepler's laws come to the conclusion that the galactic mass is insufficient to account for the observed stellar motions, and therefore there must be so-called dark matter, which is obvious nonsense. Now here, in reality, the Milky Way spiral is a very slowly rotating vortex with the stars gradually moving into the core along the spiral arms. Each star, or binary or multiple system, is outside the gravitational limit of other stars, but attracted inward by the mass of the stars in the galactic core. The stars are not orbiting the core like planets around the sun. The structure is fluid, and the stars are following one another very slowly on their particular spiral. And I'll just skim through the rest of this paper, but you can see I have the equations here and the references. So this paper is included in my work, Existence and Interactions, a computational treatise of the reciprocal system, the true theory of everything. All right, let's go back now, and let's go to the second topic today, Earth's magnetic field, older than thought. And again, we go to Science Daily. And here's the summary. Since 2010, the best estimate of the age of the Earth's magnetic field has been 3.45 billion years. But now, a researcher responsible for that finding has new data showing the magnetic field is far older. Wow, interesting. So let's see what he says. John Tarduno, a geophysicist at the University of Rochester and a leading expert on Earth's magnetic field, and his team of researchers say they believe the Earth's magnetic field is at least 4 billion years old. And this is kind of a shock to the establishment. Just scroll down here and see if there's anything else. There's not a whole lot here. Scrolling down. Now he mentions plate tectonics, which is kind of dubious. But what really happens with the Earth is that it started out relatively small and has been expanding regularly since its beginning, but of course it's reached gravitational equilibrium now. But he says that there's been no consensus among scientists on when plate tectonics began, said Tartuno. Our measurements, however, support some previous geochemical measurements on ancient zircons that suggest at an age of 4.4 billion years. Okay, well, let's go back. And I say here, by the way, these posts are from my blog site, reciprocalsystem.guru. And what I'm doing with the YouTube presentations is to make these available to the YouTube audience, not just the WordPress audience. So anyway, this discovery is in accord with the reciprocal system of theory. The planets formed from material of the dense iron-nickel core of the star which existed prior to the supernova which created the solar system. The magnetic field would have started almost immediately 4.5 to 4.6 billion years ago because the internal heat kept the iron-nickel of the Earth's core molten and the angular momentum kept the Earth rotating. The iron-nickel core atoms contain massless chargeless electrons, and so therefore the Earth's spin causes a gyromagnetic effect. So this is all consistent with the reciprocal system. Study the reciprocal system, please, and prove it for yourself. Wraps it up for today. Let me give my usual spiel here. If you want the simplest possible treatment of the reciprocal system, please obtain my work, The Unmysterious Universe. Very short and sweet, just the concepts. It'll get you started on the theory. Then, if you want all the mathematics and the diagrams and the tables and all the calculations, thousands and thousands of equations, obtain my work, Existence and Interactions, a computational treatise of the reciprocal system, the true theory of everything. That'll keep you busy for many, many months. It's available from Amazon.com and transpowercorp.com. Now, once you're finished with that, you can get my 2 database modules, which make it very, very easy to apply the theory to your scientific or engineering practice. The Reciprocal System Microcosmos database has all the properties for photons, subatoms, atoms, compounds, and alloys. Quantum mechanics has nothing like that. And the second module, the Reciprocal System Macrocosmos database, has all the properties for the universe as a whole. Galaxy clusters, galaxies, star clusters, stars, planets, moons, minor bodies like asteroids and comets, nebulae, and voids. So these 2 modules together cover all of the major topics of physical science and make it easy for you to apply the theory. Again, everything is available from Amazon.com and transpowercorp.com. Again, please study the reciprocal system and prove it for yourself. Thanks for your attention.